And it says we're live.
On
Hello,
the interwebs.
hello, out there. Can you see us?
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday,
Hi.
everybody. Can you see us?
There we go. I see us. Hey, my
Okay.
phone refreshed on its own. I didn't even have to change it. It's never done that before.
I feel like
And
every.
it changed my color. Well, that's no fun. There we go. Okay. StreamYard's having a moment today,
Hey, Karen. Karen
as per
sees us.
usual. Hello, everyone. Good to see
Hello.
you tonight. I did have a couple early birds in the chat earlier today. This is not our normally scheduled broadcast time. Usually you guys see us on Thursdays, but we did have to move to Sunday this week because I am going to be not here on Thursday this week for the 127. Is anybody else in the chat going to be on the 127? It looks like it's not going to be 100 degrees like it typically is.
Right.
So that's good because usually it's the hottest week of the year. And I think that's been the previous 2 weeks.
Yes.
So I'm hoping it's not as bad. So, oh my goodness. Welcome in, everyone. Jason, how was your couple days? I haven't seen you.
It was good. It was good. We actually
You
got up
had a
this.
really nice, you had a really epic Christmas piece.
I did. I was really excited. Me and Tina, for the first time in a long time, we actually got up and we went to the flea market together at like 6 a.m. and we did some shopping, and picking was lean, but I did find something for myself. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did post a picture of it. So
It was good.
I was really happy. So $20, it was a good
Always
box.
good to find those ceramic pieces with their beards still
Agreed.
intact. Yeah,
Agreed.
his beard was very nice.
How have you been? I saw some pictures from you yesterday out shopping.
Good. We also went to a flea market yesterday, and it was also very good. We had to make trips to the car.
That's good. That's
Well, I
good.
did get some bigger and heavier things, so that we didn't want to carry around right off
Gotcha.
the bat. So, oh, I think one of the coolest things I got yesterday, not yesterday, yeah, yesterday, was a 1959 Montgomery Ward's catalog.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is
That's
awesome.
awesome.
We
That's
looked at
awesome.
it in the back of the car for probably way too long,
Right.
but it's very, very cool. It's
That's
very
cool.
cool. I can't
That's
wait to show that. I might even do a dedicated video just for that because it's
that's
that good.
it's
Sadly,
got
it's not. It doesn't have Christmas in it,
right.
so it's a January through July
Okay.
catalog. So it's like an
Okay.
earlier half of the year. So it's
Okay.
not a holiday catalog, but it's got some cool stuff in it. It's got some epic record players in it. It's
That's
good.
got to be fun.
Yeah.
That's got to
Is
be
she
fun.
wearing William? I think there's two kids on the front of the cover of it. Actually,
Okay.
I think I can't remember. Uh, I have to post a picture of it because yeah, that's probably the coolest thing I found yesterday.
The
All
hat
right, welcome
kids.
in, you
Hat.
guys. I'm not sure if Missy and Michael are still chatting or not, but hopefully you guys were over there listening to Misty and Michael. And we are going to go ahead and get started. We're going to say hello to the friends, briefly go over how the sale is going to work. We do have a little bit shorter of a sale tonight. I do have a couple photos for community share tonight as well. And then we'll get right into it. Okay. Very early in the chat, 9:13 a.m. this morning. 9:13. She was on the ball. This was a surprise, actually. Robin Watson this
Robin.
morning.
She beat
Really
Willie in.
early. And
She
then at
beat Willie
noon
in.
today, William popped in the chat. So super early birds today. And rounding out top three tonight and not counting myself
I
is
guess.
Dusty Moose. Hey, lady. Good to see you tonight. Buttermilk and Cream is here, and Jane has joined us again. Hey, Jane, good
Jane.
to see you. Tracy is here. Hey, Tracy.
Tracy.
And the lovely Minx is here, and Cindy Lou has thrifted some treasures again this week, just for you, Jason.
All right.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jason's mom, Linda, is
Hello,
here. Hey,
Mom. Love ya.
Linda. Good to see you. My mom's here, Mama Pam. Yeah, we did have we were gone all day yesterday. An epic road trip yesterday. Who else am I seeing? Oh, Karen G is here. Karen's going to be our bid ender tonight. Thank you so much, Karen. Miss Gutierrez. Hello, Debbie. And Teddy, of course. Hello. Paula's here with us. Hey, Paula. Good to see you. Kim is with us tonight. Hey, Kim. Good to see you as well. Scrolling. Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. And Coco Girl is with us.
Oh,
and
Coco.
There's Gavin. I was trying to find him in the chat. There he is.
I actually I was trimming a bush today and injured my finger, but Gavin, I'm still snapping for you, my friend, because if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, you are missing out.
Jason, you can't injure your snapping fingers.
I know I can't, but
you do have a few days to heal up though, so next week should be good.
I stubbed it with the trimmer when I wasn't. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So, but please make sure you're following our friend Gavin, also known as Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. He has an awesome channel right here on YouTube. He plays music. It's on vinyl. It's on a turntable. He drops all sorts of knowledge. Please follow him over on Instagram as well. It's the same name, same avatar. And trust me, guys, just show those Gillettes some support downright. Even if you can even go over to their Vamp show, please go over and check them out at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. Thank you so much. Give them a follow. And thank you, Gillette, so much. Couldn't do this without you guys.
And Karen showed some of her posing ladies, or she calls them ladies with the feathers, flower crops today.
Yep, they were good.
It was a good informational piece. She had shown ones that I had never seen before too. So
you would think I would be able to find them with the info that she was putting out there. They're right in my backyard. I have to keep my eyes open. You'd think I'd see them more often.
I don't see them very often either. Usually if I see them, they're further west.
Right.
If I ever see them. So Nikki Moss is here. Hey, Nikki. Good to see you. Trina's here. And who else am I seeing? Sandy Bowman is here. Lisa Jens, welcome in.
Hello.
Good to see you. Heather Gibbs is here. And there's Chris, my broom closet. Hey, Chris.
Hello, Chris. Good to see you.
Linda Haydo. Hey, lady.
Hey, Linda.
Here from the Graham. Good to see you, Linda. Thanks for being here. Joe is with us tonight. Hey,
Joe. How are you, Joe? Good to see you, sir.
Sharon Spencer and Diane's here. Hello, Ginger's World. Welcome in. They're wrapping. Okay. Janet's here and Nan. Hey, Nan. Nan, are you staying out of trouble? I hope so.
Love you, Nan.
There's Gnarly Jones, aka Judy. Hey,
yes. Judy, how are you, Gnarly?
Chloe girl. Hey, Carol. Good to see you. Elaine's here with us, and Audrey. Hello. Welcome in, and Barbara. All the friends are here tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Tina's joined us tonight, and Ryan's here.
Hello, Ryan. Good to see you.
Let's see. Karen Lord. Hello, everyone. All right. And Jennifer's back with us tonight. All right, I think I've got to the bottom. So if I missed you, I do apologize. Nothing personal, of course. We welcome everyone, even everybody in the Lurkers Lounge tonight. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay. Like I mentioned, we do have a little bit shorter of a sale tonight than we typically do. We will go over how the sale is going to work tonight. We do not have a broadcast on Thursday this week. That's why you're seeing us now. Okay. FYI, no sale this Thursday, but we will be back for a regularly scheduled program next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yes, Minx. This is going to be our regular sale for this week. We just had to swap days. Okay. That's why you're seeing us on the screen on a Sunday instead of Thursday. Okay. All right. So we'll talk about how the sale is going to work tonight. I do have a couple community share items following the sale tonight from Tina and Dennis tonight. So I have two to share tonight. I'm going to pop our email up here because I don't have any more. Don't have any more photos. If you guys want to be part of our show, we absolutely love that you guys can be part of our show week after week. But we do need some photos so we can keep sharing with the friends. If you have anything you want to share with us, ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Any photos that you want to send us, just make sure and include a brief description to go along with your photos so we know how to talk about them when we share them here on the screen. And if you want us to mention your name or not. Okay, we definitely could use some. Maybe you are getting out your fall stuff. I know that is a crazy thing to say. We just got finished with July, but we're in August. So we are kind of moving into that fall season. if you will, or maybe you're doing a back to school display, something fun. Maybe you found an epic thing out in the wild. We would love to see it. And we love that you guys can share it with us and we can share it with everyone else. It's super fun. Okay. All right. So first, before we get the sale on the road, make sure you are in live chat and not top chat. So make sure you're always in live chat, all messages. If you're in top chat, it's going to filter out some of the comments in the chat. So just always check and make sure that chat setting before you put in any kind of bids. And we do encourage you to refresh often. So you can either exit out of YouTube completely to come back in, or you can tap the upper right-hand corner of the screen on your mobile devices. You can find a gear wheel icon, hit playback speed, and 2 times. If you are lagging behind, we are going to sound funny until you're caught up with us again. If you're watching on a computer, you can find that in the lower right-hand corner, the same settings. I'm not sure. I know a lot of people watch this on their televisions. I don't know how to combat that on a TV. I really have to look on that. I do watch things on the TV myself. So I'll look into that and see if I can find a way. Unless somebody else knows, you can feel free to type that into the chat so that we can all learn together. All right, so we are doing the auction style tonight. We'll give you a starting price. I will highlight it here on the screen. We will tell you anything that we know about the item, any kind of makers, eras, measurements for it, and note any kind of issues. So any chips, repairs, damage that the item might have. We will show all that to you live here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on the item, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as they come into StreamYard, and we will do a 20-second countdown to account for that lag. But we do encourage you, especially if you're interested in something, to put a bid in early rather than waiting too long. Inevitably, bids do come in after the bid end. The lag will get you. Okay, so make sure to put them in early. And the highest bid that we see come in before Karen Gillette's bid end this evening will be the winner. We are also doing just in case. So if you don't want to use the just in case, you do not have to, but it is available for those that do. So all that we ask is that you have at least one straight bid in there into the chat on the current item that we're showing to use the just in case. It doesn't matter when you type that single bid in there. It can be right before the countdown starts, during the countdown. Hey, if you got fastest internet to do all that, go for it. But all that we ask is you have at least one bid in there to use the just in case. And the just in cases is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC. Type that into the chat during the countdown only. And if your just in case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind, if there's multiple just in cases put into the chat that come in before Karen's bid end, those do turn into regular bids. All right. Right now, our emails are up here on the screen. I've also pinned them in a comment at the top of the chat, and you can find all of our information down in the description of the video. So make sure you are following Jason over on Instagram, myself on Instagram, and subscribe to Mother Tuckers and myself. But you can also find our emails and links to VAMP in the description as well. And especially if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason or I, we do need some information from you, or maybe it's been a while since you shopped with us. It's always good to just send it again. So we do need an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send that information that you need a guest checkout link. When we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card. Okay, super easy to shop. And keep in mind, when we do send our invoices out, payment is expected within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. But we do use Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rates versus the full-on retail from the post office. So we get a deep discount no matter where we ship. And that is why we need your full shipping address to calculate the shipping for your package. And we do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Australia. Also discounts for international shipping. And I'll let Jason talk about that last point. We'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing and shipping this week.
Yes, if you purchase from me tonight, I offer free pickup. I own a brick and mortar called Mother Tucker's Antiques. I'm located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. It is in central Pennsylvania. I'm near Adamstown, Antiques Capital USA. Actually, we're part of it. If you live in the area and you want to pick it up at the shop, or you're coming into the area and you want to, pick it up, just make sure you let us know in the email. Then we'll invoice you for item or items with no shipping. And then once the invoice is paid, we'll communicate in the emails on when and how you want to pick it up. Again, please, let's always keep that in the emails. That way, if you give any specifics, I don't want to miss them. So like if we were talking in the chat, if you would say, hey, I had to change the day, I may not catch it in the chat. It's best we do that in the email so we both stay on the same page. So that's pretty much it. Thank you as always, Amy.
Okay. I do ship out of Michigan. I will be doing all of my invoicing tomorrow. I do have a caveat this week since we are leaving for the 127 and Southern Indiana, so I won't be back actually till Sunday night next week. I do need to ship everything out on Tuesday. Hopefully, I would like to do it like early afternoon if possible. So I will email everyone when your invoice is out tomorrow. So let you know when it's out there, but I do need to ship everything out on Tuesday this week.
All right. I will be doing my invoicing probably by Wednesday. So mine might roll out between Monday and Wednesday. We'd like to have them paid by Friday so we can get them all to the post office, and then we can start fresh when we get back the following week to live sales. So so just watch your inbox, and we'll make sure to communicate. And the invoices all should go out at once, but we're shooting for Wednesday because it's going to fall in the week when we do some things at the shop. So
gotcha.
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. Before we get into the sale, Karen G gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Karen, for that. And I do get to see this time who got them in the chat. So it looks like Trina Hansen, Hurricane Hunter, Ariana at the Withering Cottage, Laura Jensen, and Sugar Britches all got gifted memberships. So thank you, Karen, and welcome everybody.
Thank you.
I love that cat.
I do too.
New channel members, you have access to special chat emojis that you can put into the chat, specially created ones. For my Kitsch Crew members, you also have access to monthly special Shop With Me videos, and you get a little star icon next to your name in the chats and on comments on the video. So welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Karen. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. And Audrey just joined as well. Thank you, Audrey. Appreciate it. And Miss Pam Abama, I see you, lady. I see you sneaking in your Pam. Hey, Pam.
KB wants to know, is that your voice doing the meow for the
cat? No, it's not, KB. No, it was actually, I created that graphic in Canva, and I asked it to like make it say meow meow. No, it's not my voice. Right. No, it's not. I don't know whose voice it is, but no, it's not. That's a good idea though. Maybe for another one, I'll try and use my own next time. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to get the screen ready to go. Karen Lord, thank you as well. Appreciate you ladies so much. Okay. I do have a quilt tonight. FYI. I've never brought a quilt to a live sale. I don't really know. Maybe Michael has brought in a quilt. I can't say that I've seen very many quilts up here on a live sale. It's going to be difficult to show. I have taken some pictures. I'm not going to start with that tonight. It'll be a little bit later in the sale, but I did want to let you know that that will be coming probably in the middle of the sale sometime if you are here for that. Okay, but we're not going to start with the quilt tonight. No, we're not. We are going to start with a figurine tonight. Okay. Jason, I have picked out, I don't know, we have an interesting mix of things tonight. The antique to vintage and kitschy and not kitschy, kind of everything in between tonight. All right, so there's that banner. It did that the other day too.
Oh, it did.
It's humongous. Hang on, let me fix that. I don't like that. It's huge. Okay, there we go. That's better. That looks better. All right, I have a little Lefton. Umbrella Girl, if you will. They did make figurines of these, and there's also planters FYI for these. But she's just the little figurine. Now, she's a little special. She does have enterprise exclusive on the bottom. So if you ever see this, that is a left-in manufactured piece that was like exported specifically or produced for Canada markets only. So if you ever see that, the mispressed cookie jar, some of the left-in bluebird pieces will have that on there. That's the pieces I see it most often. But I do know that if you ever run across that enterprise exclusive, it actually says Toronto, Canada on the bottom. She is left-in. She is produced left-in. And there's a couple different colorways of these lovely ladies. All right, and she's really nice condition, except for one of these little flower petals, kind of this inner blue one here on this edge that's facing up. That does have the small point of it missing, but all the other little flowers have all of their tiny little points. These are super delicate, tiny little feathers, flower petals in the spaghetti. And she's got her little parasol. She's just darn cute. And I love her pink polka dots. I'm here for it. But no other flea bites or anything along the ruffle or anything like that. She's just, besides that tiniest little flower petal, it's really just kind of the point. Beautiful. I'm not sure if that is coming across, but it's just a little tiny point of that one flower petal there. And that's really about the only issue I can tell you about her. She does measure 5.5 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. So I see Dennis is in. Thank you so much. And we're looking for 17 or more. Let's find out how bad the lag is today. And we're going to count her down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
She's beautiful. I love those polka dots on her dress.
She does come in blue and yellow as far as I know. All right, there's the parasol dress. Bid end. Thank you, Karen, for those emojis. All right, Dennis, she is coming to you. Thank you so much.
$28 choice, Amy. I did not preview these. These were picked fresh this morning at the flea market. So hopefully these check off some boxes. I know folks love Cuties and brides and grooms. So I actually found a tall set and a short set. So these are going to start at $28 choice. They are in very good condition. If you guys love those hugging Cupies, I have a larger version and a small version. And then in the 1920s, they created and covered them in crepe paper to make them brides and grooms. So they're in very good condition. The first one here, and again, they're the same sculpt. You just have choice between a larger one or a smaller one. So this one is 3.5 inches tall. You can see it's getting a little washed out. They do have like a flesh tone to them, but they are getting washed out. They would be covered, I think, where they would say where they were made, okay? So I can't show you that. But you can see, I love how they did this. So you can see her looking away. Of course, they're the hugging Cupies. And he's got this fun top hat. He has his tuxedo. There is a little bit of wear to her dress, some millinery flowers. But what really makes him special is, I don't know if you guys can see, they gave him coattails. I love the fact that he has the two coattails hanging down there. That's a really fun detail. And again, these are in really, really good condition considering how old they are. So this one is 3.5 inches tall. So I want to be very careful setting them down. This one is really fun. This is an itty bitty one. This one is 2 3/4 inches tall. So it's sort of the same style sculpt of them hugging. You can just kind of see the Cupid wing tucked in back there. And she has this very 1920s style veil, original like fabric. They're almost like silk style flowers there in the middle. And then you can see everything else is made out of crepe paper. So I'll gingerly turn them around here. He does not have coattails, but then they kind of covered where the arms were with a little bit of the crepe paper back and forth. So thank you all for the bids. I saw Glowy in at 30. Melanie was in at 31. Then we have Ginger's World in at 33. So we're looking for 34 more. And you'll be able to choose. If you want them both, you can have them both, or you can choose. We're just going to call it large or small, okay? So 34 or more, let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ginger's World's in at 33. We're looking for 34 or more. You can choose between the tall. We're going to call them large or small. Large or small. And again, they're in very good condition with no chips or cracks. Somewhere to the cray paper. Sorry, I hate to hold her head like that. I just don't want to hurt the cray paper. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So with Ginger's just in case, Glowy Girl, you get first choice at 50. So Glowy, you get first choice at 50. That's the large couple. And then this is the small couple. And I want to make sure I don't want to ruin her head attire. So there's the small couple. Again, these are really different, really unique. And then Ginger, you will have backup at 49. Glowy, you want the sweet tiny ones. All right, Glowy, they are yours. Thank you so much. So then Ginger's World, were you interested in the larger couple? And they're 3.5 inches, 3.5, and you could have them at 49. And then I think if we go back, we'd be back with Melanie at 31. Yep. Okay, no worries, Ginger Girl. So Melanie, were you interested in the 3.5-inch version? And that would be at 31. And I think that's everybody.
Yeah, that was everybody.
And Melanie, if you pass, we'll bring them back during the recap, but I will keep a lookout on the chat. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
They're yours. Right. Thank you, Melanie.
Yay, Melanie. Perfect. Okay. I have a pillow. Maybe if StreamYard wants to cooperate. It's not letting me send.
It was acting weird on Wednesday when I was on.
Yeah. Let me try it again because it will not send my comment. There it goes. I don't know. We're just going to have to roll with the issues tonight, I think. Okay. I have a pillow for my next round. I do believe this is an upcycled, if you will. I did not make this, although I have wanted to make pillows like this. I have not. I actually found this last week. I found this. And it's this amazing vintage kitty embroidered. This probably was, maybe it was a pillow or something that didn't get finished. But it's darn cute. And somebody took the time to embroider meow meow, the cutest little kitty on here. Now, because this is the front of it is a vintage piece, there is a few little spots on here. So right in here and right in here. I'm not sure if one of these little appliques, so they glued on some little lacy appliques and some buttons in some places on here. I'm not sure if there was another little flower there at one point in time, but there is like a little spot right there on the head. But the rest of it is very clean. And no pulls on their embroidery. It is the cutest little pillow. And then there's more kind of modern, and this feels like upholstery fabric here on the backside. So a much thicker, like you would find on patios out on the porch, in a porch swing or something like that. It's a thicker upholstery fabric here on the back in this fun kind of geometric turquoise pattern. But the cutest ever little kitty. I just couldn't say no. So there's several appliques over here. This one's got a little button and two there, and there aren't any other ones except for down here in the corner. There's another one that's tucked under there. So the pillow is 12 by 12 by 12 on it. So it's a good size pillow. Of course, I don't have any of my pillows back here today because I have the quilt out there. It kind of does look like Parmy. If he behaved enough for me to tie a ribbon around his neck. Yeah, it kind of does. I don't even know where he is. He's not up here.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure where he's at. But I love good old throw pillows, especially if they're upcycled.
Oh, great.
Like
and this,
but we'll go ahead and get Jason started, and we'll bring that back.
All right. $15 choice. I'm just waiting because I feel like we got a lag. $15 choice. And it's going to be choice. This is for all you crafters, folks that like to junk journal. Maybe you even want to use these in a display. So is StreamYard cooperating with you, or is it giving you a fit, Amy?
No, it's
not.
there
You go.
Got it.
I hate when it does that.
It does.
It
It keeps saying errors, so I don't know what's going on with it.
All right, so $15 choice, and these are going to, it's going to be choice between large and small, okay? So Tina got a collection of these at an estate. Somebody sat and meticulously cut out all of these girls, and these are out of catalogs and magazines from the 1920s. So as I show them to you, you will see how detailed they got, and they cut them out almost as if they were going to use them as paper dolls, okay? So again, it'll be $15 choice, and you will get a lot of 20. We're calling this the large girls, and these are the small girls, okay? The large girls on average are about give or take 7 inches tall. So they could be 5, but on average they're 7. This is on average about 5 inches, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly roll through them and show them to you guys, but it'll be $15 and you'll get 20 of them, and they're all in very good condition. So we'll start with the large ones first. If you guys love flapper girls, 1920s, all that fun stuff, and then hopefully my camera wants to cooperate. So you can see that most of them are in color. They're all in really good condition. Look how they even took the time to cut the hands out and the feet out. So this is the large set. So that's your first one. This one is really fun. I believe she's a bride. So I believe she's a bride maybe. Wait, no, that's not her. There's one coming up that's pretty much, you can tell, is a bride. So she'll be the second one you're going to get. Look at how they even cut the heels out. They took the time to even cut the bottom of the dress out. So you could, decoupage these. You could put these in your junk journals, do all sorts of things. So again, these are the large ones, and you're going to get 20 of them. So we'll quickly move through them. I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay, but we're going to roll through this one. Look how beautiful she is with those.
Oh, I love her earring.
Very, very 1920s, heading into the Art Deco era. So again, I'm still showing you part of the lot for the large girls. And again, you're going to get 20 of them for the 15. Some of them, look at her in that fur jacket with the polka dot style scarf she has on there. Again, these are really fun, and I don't know that you're going to ever find some of these original graphics. So again, look at that head attire. Very 1920s, very Vogue style. And again, these are the large ones. I'm not even through the whole 20 that you're going to get. And again, we're going to move swiftly, guys, because I don't want to hold us up, but I do see Ginger. Thank you. I see Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. None of these are bent. None of these have rips or tears. And if you guys are into pinups, flapper girls, 1920s, 1930s, and like I said, most of them are in color. A few of them are in black and white. So now we're into a few black and whites. We have some that are in summer attire, some that are in winter. I kind of did a variety for you guys, so you could do what you want with them. So we're still, again, I got 40 of these to show you real quick. Sorry, Amy. I just want to go as quick as I can. So again, there she is. This is still this one, she is fantastic. Look at her with that detail, with that coat all the way down. And you guys could do so many things with these if you actually wanted to limb. This one's my favorite. They actually went as far as to cut her out. They cut the fur out, and then they put it around her neck like that. Look at this. Look at that dress. And again, she is 7 inches. They even took the time to cut around the heel meticulously. So this is still part of the first lot. About 7 inches tall. This is really good fashion, especially with the ladies wearing the pants. I really find that really fun. Here, she's sort of in like a summertime attire, kind of sitting there at the beach, kind of spring, super 1920s with the open back right there. I see all your bids, Ginger. Thank you. Nancy's in at 18. And again, both of these lots are going to have 20 pieces in them. 20 pieces in them. Oh, here, hold on. The bride's coming up in a moment here. Look how fun that is. These would be great. I like Atlantic City. These would be great and like using for Atlantic City. And here's your bride. If you guys are into the brides, that's the large ones, okay? So that's the large ones. Now we're going to do the small ones really, really quick. And these on average are about 5 inches. So again, they're just as detailed as the large ones. They're just a little smaller. They did a really, really, really good job with these. There she is. So hopefully you guys can hang in there and see this is part of your second lot. This is the small lot. So hopefully it's a trigger in your mind. If you saw one in one of the groups that you liked, there she is. And again, these are all out of magazines. They are all out of catalogs. Really, really good. Oh, look how fun she is. That screams 1920s.
I love the hat. I would wear that hat if it was a real hat.
That is so good. That would be great for when you're out in the hot and in the fields and stuff. So here she is. And like I said, I tried to give you some from all seasons. Some are wearing summer style attire like this. And then some like this one right here, she's wearing a fur coat. So she's all ready for winter. So we got a few more here. This is part of the small lot. So we're in the small lot right now. And I tried to give you a variety of dresses and ladies that are wearing skirts and pants. This one's really fun. She's like wearing like some bags. She's wearing like some Scottish attire. So I thought she was really fun. Here, these two are still part of your smalls, your small lot. I could just, you're imagining, you could just run wild with these. Look how, oh, it's just so good. So like, it's just like a bygone era. All right, we're rounding in the end here. So here are your last two of the small ones. Look at her there with her like little makeup, her little compact there. And then that's the last one in the smalls. So thank you all for the bids. We are in with Nancy at 18. We're looking for 19 or more. And you can choose the large or small. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Bid end. I was really nervous doing this, but I didn't know how else to sell these, except put them in big lots like that. So Nancy's holding it at 18. I see Nancy's just in case of 22, and you'll choose between the large or the small. And of course, you can take both. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Nancy, you get first choice. Did you want the large or the small? And that'll be at 18, large or small. And of course, you can take both. And then after Nancy, we will be back to Ginger at 17. So that's your small set. That's your large set. They're pretty much the same. I just didn't know what scale y'all might be interested in. And then we'll be back to Ginger's World at 17. All right, Nancy, thank you so much. They're both yours. Congratulations.
Good choice. Those would be so fun to decoupage with.
I know.
If it were me, I would take like an old wood chair, and I've done this decoupage before, and decoupage all the fun ladies on a chair. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do with them.
So many things.
Yeah, lots of possibilities. Scrapbooking, whatever. Yeah. All right, I have a biscuit dolly for my next round. Now, right off the bat, I want to tell you, she has got a little chippy out of the bottom of her foot. It's kind of like a shave, if you will, off of the bisque right there. She does stand just fine, just fine. So she's not like wobbly or anything, but I did want to note that that is there. I couldn't leave her behind, and I loved her little dress. This is how I found her. I did not dress her. She was in this, although I think this is some other kind of doll's dress, FYI, or maybe somebody made it for her later on, but I don't think it's period correct. But she's so cute, and I loved the little fabric on here with the tiny little flowers. So I could not leave her behind, even though she had that little chippy on her foot. And I don't see these big ones. Usually the ones I find are about half the size of her, if I even find like this. And I absolutely love these. These always remind me of Glowy Girl. I know she's here in the chat tonight, but this particular style with how these eyes are painted always remind me of Glowy. But I do like her sweet little dress. Now she does have the jointed arms. All right, nothing else on her is jointed. She is made in Japan. All right, and I don't think, like, her arms don't feel loose to me. All right, it's just the dress, like, her arm doesn't go all the way up. Basically, the sleeve is preventing that, but I don't feel loose thread in there, because sometimes over time those how their arms are threaded in there can get a little bit stretched out. But I'm not really feeling that in there. And there, she does have a lot nice paint, so a little blondie there on the back side. And excuse me, girl, we'll look at her little pancake butt under there. Not really any other kind of damage I can note to you, just that little shave that's there on the bottom. So she is a little bit larger of a size. She does measure 6.5 inches tall, and then about 4 inches, like at the widest point of her hands. So I'm not measuring her dress, just her like little hand sticking out there. All right, so cute blue eyes. I like that too. All right, I see Janet and Glowy are both in. Thank you so much. We are going to count her down. So we're looking for 28 or more on the Bisque Dolly. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
That's such a fun dress too with those colors.
I like the Rick Rack. I'm here for the Rick Rack trim.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. All right, Glowy, I see her just in case. And there is Karen's bid end. All right, so Janet was at 27. Glowy was at just in case 35. So Glowy, it's yours for 28. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $18 choice, $18 choice. And I was hoping to find their mates, okay? But now I couldn't. So I'm going to sell these to you as figurines, okay? Maybe you folks out there love mermaids. These are the Vantelligin mermaids. So they are the hugging, and they're supposed to be hugging a sailor, all right? So this is probably one of the most desirable Vantelligin sets, is these mermaids with the sailor. I only have 2 mermaids. So I thought maybe at $18, somebody would want one of these to use in your mermaid bathroom, use them in a display, and then maybe you'll find the sailor that matches them, and then you'll have a set at a fraction of what a full set normally goes for. So $18 choice. If you guys are familiar with Vantelligin, I'm sure you've seen them in live sales before. And this one here is the Little Mermaid. A lot of times you see bears. Sometimes you see lambs. You know, Mary had the little lamb. But these are the mermaids. So you can sort of see where she curls in here, and then the arms would be open, and then the sailor would hug her, and they would be smooching. So you can see the way they painted the hair. Those are not chips. That's the way they painted it. It's kind of a brunette. Hey, John, good to see you, sir. Sort of reading like a redhead there in the light, but in person, they're definitely more on the brown side. So she does have a little bit of mermaid butt going on there. You can see the Vantelligin with the copyright. She does have her original cork, patent pending here on the bottom. So I thought these might make fun little figurines for you guys to just pop into your displays, or maybe somebody actually has the sailor. So 4 inches tall. They are both identical. So that is your first one. Thank you, Glowy. I thought these are super sweet as well. So there is the second one. Same exact style sculpt. Maybe you guys, I mean, they don't really, if you claimed them both, they don't really interlock the way you would want them to. But again, I sort of had some things that were my last kind of hurrah here with summer, kind of beach feeling, you know, down the shore feel. And I thought these mermaids kind of fit into it. So again, there she is. This was the second one I'm showing you, and they both are the 3 holes. And again, these are Vantelligin, and I would say these are probably, Amy, the Vantelligin, they're probably 1930s to the 50s, right? Isn't that somewhere in there?
Yeah.
I don't.
I've never even run across a set of the sailor and the mermaid. Like I've never even seen one in person.
They're very hard set to find.
I see all the other critters, and the girls hugging, you know.
Right.
But I've not ever seen the mermaid.
And then you can see the green detail here on her fin, and she is sort of like a tan with a flesh tone. It is a hard set to find. I think if you're fortunate enough to have the full set, they can do 50 to 70 or 80 more on another, you know, the other platform. So let's keep it moving, Amy. We'll put them down, and they will come back for the recap. Over to you, Miss Amy.
All right. I'm going to do a Cupie. I have a Cupie tonight too. in the form of a little knickerbocker. I love these. I love these. And I got this from my very favoriteest Cupie lady named Karen that I just learned in June at Elkhorn. And I love these little plush Cupies. They're just the cutest. And she does have her little original hang tag here that says Cupie, designed and copyrighted by Rose O'Neill, licensed cameo doll. So she is a Knickerbocker. So she does have her little tag there. And they did make these in lots of different sizes. Hey, Becky, good to see you. And different colored little suits, stripy hats, stripy scarves, and different colored little plush. But always with the little kind of rubber face, if you will, here in the center. And I did not, sometimes if they're missing their original little bow or their scarf, I usually tend to tie something on. This was how I found it. So I kept it on there how I originally found it. This time there's a little wear to the ribbon. It's fraying, so it's obviously been on there for quite a while. But no other holes or anything with the plush. And it's just in a permanent sitting position, so it is meant to sit. Okay. There's no armature or anything in here and no squeaker. Sometimes these would also be musical. This one, they didn't make the musical ones in the smallest size. In a couple of the larger size they did, but no music box in this guy. He just wants a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug.
Come here, pal. Come here, buddy.
But no like fur loss or bald spots or anything. Sometimes that can happen with these as well. So just a bright little red guy, super cute. He definitely could come out to play with your pixies or other Cupies for fall time, Christmas time, Valentine's. He's pretty multi-purpose, I would say. And this is the smallest size that Knickerbocker made for these little plush guys. And he is 7.5 inches tall to the top of his little pointy hat and about 5.5 inches wide. All right. I apologize, Brenda. Sorry, I didn't see your bid come in there. All right. Janet was in, and also Brenda. No smells, Chloe. I just, you know how I am smelling things on the live sales. No, it doesn't have any like weird odors that I can pick up on anyways. He just smells like a plush. I don't know what he's supposed to smell like, but he doesn't smell weird, in other words. All right. Okay, let's count him down. We are looking for 26 or more on Mr. Cube. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good end. Gosh, I forgot I was counting. I did smell years ago. I don't know if any of you remember this. I smelled a giant rubber faced Santa.
Yes.
On the camera, and some of the fur fibers went in my nose, and I choked on that for like an hour and a half. So I'm hesitant to do that. No, he's not molting or anything, but I always like get a flashback every time I do that. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Glowy, I saw your just in case in there, but you didn't need it. He's coming to you for 26. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $26. And these are some of my favorite shelves, and these were very popular in the 1930s. So you're going to get, I don't know if you guys are seeing that, it is the man in the moon. So you can see his nose and his lips, and that's the man in the moon, his silhouette, his face. And then you're supposed to use this area to put your little knickknacks or your trinkets, okay? So this is sort of older style rickrack on there. You can sort of tell with the age. It's kind of, I guess, the rope or the banister. It gives it a really fun deco kind of feel. Then you can see it up there as well. So you're going to get that. And a lot of times these are missing, but this also has the wooden star that goes with it. So I did sell one of these on a live once before. I don't find these that often anymore. So you would hang it. There's a hole right here. So you would hang it there, and there's a hole right here. So you would hang this on the Wendy, your grandma. I'm telling you, these were fun, and these were very popular through the 1930s. And then, of course, you know, they would have had them through the decades after and even into the 1950s. So $26, you're going to get the wooden shelf. It is that kind of walnutty, kind of very lacquered piece. And then here, that's what the back looks like. And I already showed you there is the hole that you would hang it. And then there's the other hole to hang it from. So I don't know if these were sold on the, I don't know how they were sold. I don't know if folks made them. They were always kind of crude like this anytime I found them. So again, there you can see the platform. You could put your figurines on there. There's another place you could put some figurines on there. So sometimes they even would chain the star to this. So it would be chained kind of like a shooting star. So, but a lot of times this is missing. So that's a big selling point. So you have them both. So my understanding is you're supposed to hang this on the wall, put some figurines on it. I don't know, maybe some of those fairy style figurines that we've sold in the past. Maybe some Christmas would be fun, maybe Santa, and then you go ahead and put the star wherever you want it on the wall. So thank you, Wendy. I see you're 26. The star measures 4x4, so that is 4x4. It looks like it's split a little bit, but it's not. You can see where it does not go all the way through. So that's just in the manufacturing of it. And like I said, this is very like crude, almost folk art now style decor that if you do, 1930s, 1920s kind of decor, or even 50s, this would look great in it. And then again, here is your man in the moon. Comes down here, you can see his nose and his mouth. And then some of these are huge. Some of these are this size. I see a Coco Girl at 28. Some of them, the steps are big enough that you can put figurines on. This one is not. That's definitely there just for a look. You can see how the banisters are very crude, but it is a very sturdy shelf. So this here measures 10 by 9.5. So it's 10. And then across is 9.5. So it's almost squared off. So hopefully you can see that. I think it's really fun. Some of these don't even have the silhouette of a face. It's just a crescent moon. So this one's super kitschy, really dreamy, very 1930s. So let's start ourselves a countdown. We're looking for 29 or more on the 1930s. We'll just call it a trinket shelf. So 29 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Whatever color wall you have that on, it will pop, a little bit more than the way I'm holding it. So these are getting extremely hard to find. I used to sell these pretty routinely at Mother Tucker's, dealers would bring them in, but you don't see them.
I've never seen a shelf shaped like that.
Oh God, I love them. And
I was just gonna say, Karen had a great idea, like angel.
Yes,
that would be super cute.
Absolutely. All right, Coco Girl had a just in case. Wendy had a just in case. So Wendy, it's coming to you for 34. And Amy, there's some that are 2 feet. They're huge ones.
Really?
I've seen before. Yeah, big ones.
I've never seen a moon shelf.
Oh,
but I love it. I love it.
Thank you, guys.
Now I'm going to be looking for one. I would like a shelf like that in my craft room.
They're fun.
Okay. I have a choice round up next, and it's going to start at 28. All right. I have 3. I can't believe I have 3 of these to choose from. All right. So these are my favorites, although these are not the large closets. These are kind of a smaller variation of these. I do have some of the My Mary little play sets, and these were produced for lots of different years, lots of different variations, and they were meant to mimic adult-sized products that kids could play with their dolls. Okay, so usually I've had a few of the larger sets before, like the party closet and the cleaning closet I've had before as well, but these are a little bit smaller sets. Okay, and these are all complete. I don't believe they were ever played with. All right, so this is the first one, and this is the Dolly's facial kit. Actually cleans vinyl, latex, and plastic dolls. This one has a copyright of 1953. Okay, but I'm going to show you the back of the box. Okay, it does have some staining on the back of the box and a little just a little split to the cardboard. It doesn't affect the edging at all. Okay, here's the first one.
Oh man.
So you open it up. So these are all the little mini products that are in here, and it is complete. All right, we've got the hand lotion, a little powder duster, dusting powder. Look at the bunny graphics on
Cottontail.
the
Oh my
cottontail. And we have a little makeup cape, cotton swabs, the little Dolly cleanser there, and the teeniest, tiniest little box of tissues I have ever seen. So that is complete. These are all complete. Okay. These are fantastic. And the second one is the first aid. All right. Dolly's first aid. This one is from 1956. All right. And we'll open this one up. Here's the back of the box. Okay. And we'll open this one.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Amazing.
All complete. More cotton swabs. We've got the Merichrome, like mercurochrome, here in this one. There's some cotton batting, little tiny Band-Aids, soap, the adhesive tape, and that hole there is for if you use the cotton balls, it's kind of like your trash receptacle. Hey, Beth.
Oh my God.
The tongue depressors and some sniffing salts.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So everything is in there. It's supposed to be in there. And the last one, I don't know which one is my favorite. I do like this one. The finger and toe manicure set. This one is from 1955. Okay. We'll open that one up. Here we go.
Oh my God.
We got the it's got this little plastic thing that you can rest your finger in to get your nails painted. All right.
So
You got a file and a cuticle pusher. You got nail polish remover, toenail polish. And here are the little directions. It says directions. It says wipe your nails clean with cotton, peel off paper nail, and apply firmly. On the end of that. The little cotton puller. There's that bunny again.
Oh my God,
and a little white pencil for drying your French tips on there. I love these.
So good.
I love these miniature products. I have some loose ones that I found. Actually, I got them in Pennsylvania when I was shopping with Bill and Jason a couple years ago. That I have like on my shelf in my craft room. But these are just fantastic to find in this condition, let alone complete. Okay, so we'll go back through them one more time. We got the Dolly facial kit. Okay, so that's for cleaning your dolls. All right, with everything in there. And Christy and Susanna, I see you both. Thank you so much. And then we have the first aid. All right, with all of the first aid products in there. Okay. And then the one I just showed, which was the manicure set. Okay. So super fun. Love these. All right. These were something also from Elkhorn. So, okay. Let's count these down. So winner can take one or multiples, whatever they would like. And Nancy's got the high bid right now at 33. So we're looking for 34 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I wonder if these were meant to be gifts or somebody collected and then sold them. I mean, I've never seen.
I don't know. But the fact that they were never played with is pretty amazing.
So good.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. All right. Sorry, you guys. My phone is also acting up. Okay. So at the end there, Nancy had the high bid at 33. So, and Christy had a just in case. So Christy at 34. Let me know if you, which one that you would like. And then Nancy's going to get second pick. And then Susanna is going to be on deck after that. So Christy, let me know. Finger and toe manicure. Okay, she's going to take the manicure set. You got it. Thank you so much. Christy, have you purchased from me before? Remind me if you have. If you have not, please make sure and email your information during the broadcast tonight. Appreciate it. Okay, Christy's going to take the manicure set. Right. And who else? Nancy. Nancy, you get second pick. The first one. Okay, so you want the cleaning one? That was the first one that I showed Nancy. Okay, you have Christy. Okay. So just Nancy, just let me know if for sure that's the one that you wanted.
Yep.
Yes, she says yes. Okay. And then the other, Susanna, if you want the Dolly first aid kit, let me know. And I think that was everybody had bidding. If not, I will bring that at the recap. Thank you so much.
All right, $30 choice. $30 choice. I think I brought a Kakeshi doll a few times to a live, but I've never had ones this tall. So it's going to be choice on these large Kokeshi dolls. Both of them are signed. I do know that some of these signatures can mean the value. I don't know enough about these to tell you the signatures. All I can tell you is I know these larger ones are kind of harder to come by. So this will be your first one. This is 14 inches tall, okay? And I do believe these are vintage. I do believe these are prior to the 1970s. So there are no chips to them. There's a little teeny tiny little bit of lacquer wear to them, but an overall really, really good condition. Let me get in here so you can see the detail on the face of this doll. Again, if you guys collect Kokeshi dolls, I don't know that you're going to have these large ones in your collection. I've often seen them, but I've never been able to get them, to afford them, to sell them in a resale, in a resale kind of setting. So here's your first one to choose from. And again, this one measures 14 inches tall. It's a big, big, heavy piece of wood. And then here is the signature on the bottom. So this is going to be your first choice that you can choose from. The second one is 13 inches tall. So here is the second one. The detail, I know, the detail on the face of this one is a little different from the first one that I showed you. Here's the signature on the bottom. Again, it comes down to translating and knowing, I guess, the artist's signature on the bottom, okay? I tried to do a little bit of Google imaging and tried to figure all that out. I could not find or tell you which artist it is. So there is the face again. You can see the great detail down here along the front. Again, no major issues to it. It does have some blue details as you go into the back here, has some red details here on the front. Again, I do believe both of these are prior to 1970. I don't know an exact year. They did make these for a long time. Just like dollar horses, it's hard to exactly know, at least in my knowledge of them, what exact year they were made. So there's the front on that. Just hold that up for a second. I'll hold the two together, and you can see that the one is an inch or two taller than the other one. So again, super unique. Again, something I don't normally bring to a live sale, but I know I've brought Kokeshis in the past with good results, and I thought I would try these larger ones to see if anybody collected or was interested in them. So I'll just take another moment and show you the face. This one here, again, is your 13-inch tall one. There's great detail on this, and this actually came from an estate of a person that had collected some Asian artistry and things like that. So this did come from a collector. So I would believe that they probably would have collected the best. So this one, again, is your 13-inch tall one. And then I will show you again your 14-inch tall one. So there's the face on that. Let me tilt this in here so I can get it closer to my camera. Again, you can see there's no major wear at all to them. Maybe a little bit of the lacquer is just drying out just a little bit from age. These don't have bobbleheads or any, movement to them. They're a solid piece of wood. So Critter Girl, thank you. I see you for 30. And again, here is the bottom of the first one. It does matter that there is a signature on the bottom. Again, if you guys collect these, some of these can be hundreds of dollars. You're going to have to translate and figure out who the artist is. I don't know if either of these are. I'm not that schooled in Kokeshi. All I know is that these were large, and if you collect them, they're hard to find, these large ones. I've never been able to sell any or have any this large. So Brian's in at 32. Thank you so much. And maybe you guys at home can understand a little bit more than me. So let me just show it to you again. And this one is a little smaller. This one is 13 inches, and this one is 14. So these are the two largest ones that I have. So thank you so much, Critter Girl. Brian is in at 32. So we're looking for 33 or more. Let's do a countdown, and you can pick one or take both. So just in case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I do feel like this one, the base does mimic bamboo. And like I said, it all comes down to those signatures. I did my best to try to research, but I didn't learn enough to feel educated to even try to, come in and try to explain. We're just going to let the customer know what they're buying on this stage. So thank you, Karen G, for the bid end. So Critter Girl, you didn't need your just in case. You get first choice at 35. So, and Brian, you'll have backup. But Critter Girl, you get first choice. It'll just be large or small. This one is the large one. This one is the small one. And I think they've been together for a little bit. I think they kind of look good together, but this will be your small one. All right. They're both yours. You guys are staying together. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Critter Girl.
I have never seen kokeshi that big.
I've only seen them.
I used to collect those back, oh my gosh, the early 90s.
Right.
I used to, but I've never seen any that big.
Only in cases, locked cases.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go to Kitschtown for the next round here, which is a little different than anything else I brought tonight. And Jason also has some Arn art tonight, but I'm going to bring out my Arn art birdie tonight. And I've never run across this guy in the wild before. Now, truth be told, he does have the little loop at the front. So originally would have had chained babies. Sadly, both of them flew the coop. They flew the coop. So they're not there anymore. But I could not, I leave no Arn art behind. That's my motto always. Unless it's like really damaged. Really, I think the paint overall, there's a little paint loss right there. But overall, I think really nice condition on it for being 100% cold painted. And that's what any color that you're seeing on here, including the brown on the little stump there, is cold paint. So the white is not, nothing else is fired on there. So a lot of times these do tend to get really rough, especially the ones that have this bumpy texture. So it's not quite spaghetti. It's kind of like, I've always called that like the sugared texture. Dennis, I see it. Thank you so much. Like sugared texture. And this one has kind of a combination of plain ceramic and that sugary texture. And then I don't know if he bought his hat in a secondhand store. He's got a raspberry beret. I don't know. Or maybe it's a French bluebird. I don't know. Sometimes we just don't question the kitsch. You just go with it. You just go with it. There would have been a foil Arn art sticker there on the bottom that is no longer there. But he's just so cute. And then there's little brushes of gold to mimic like his feathers, like on the backside. Okay. Measurement for him, he is 4 inches tall by 2 3/4. Okay. Definitely not the largest Arn art critters that are out there by far. And Tilso actually made some bow tie ones that are some feet tall. I've actually had one of these way back in my like early Instagram selling days. Huge. I'm talking huge.
Wow.
When they went to Australia, there's a girl that collected chained critters there and it had chained babies too. I actually went to live in Australia, but haven't seen any of those since then. They're not easy to come by. All right, let's count Birdie down. We're looking for 37 or more. And Dennis has got the high bid right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. Me. Sorry if I have that stuck in anybody's head right now.
Gosh, I love these. Like he would look good with your left and bluebirds too.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, Mr. Dennis, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
God, I love this little guy. $38. I have a little rubber-faced elephant here.
Oh, he's so cute.
And he's reading true to color. In some lights, he has a little purple hue to him, and then he fades a little bit to gray. I don't know if he was originally, I kind of believe originally he was more purple and sort of faded to a gray, okay? He would have had a little squeaker in here, but the little bladder part has sort of like dried up on the inside, so he doesn't squeak anymore on his belly. But if you love like unique little rubber-faced kitschy stuffed animals, I think this little guy is for you. So he's itty bitty. He's in very good condition, except for the squeak part in here in his belly. You can tell that it no longer works. Believe it or not, he measures a whopping 6 inches tall. So the paint on his face is really good. There's no rips, there's no tears, there's no funky smells. And this is like a true rubber face. So the face on him is like a true squeak. And it's really, really soft. It's not like cracked or messed up. And look at the paint and look how cute he is. You can't have a bad day when you have this kind of kitsch. So again, you can see he's got these fun little ears on him. The plush on it is nice and soft, really cute. There is no maker. I don't know who made it. There's no little tag on it. He's either Japan or US. I'm not too sure, but I thought this little guy would look cute in your little rubber face collection. So he has his fun little tail right here. Again, he's just so doggone cute. Maybe you guys collect Dumbo, and maybe you want to put him into your Dumbo. He is, Karen. He's just super, super jolly. He is just this happy, happy little guy. I love the way his little trunk is made. You can see all the paint is still there, including his eyelashes, including his eyebrow. You know, that fun little red tongue in there on him. And he is reading true to color. Like on your screen, he is like a grayish purple sort of look. And then he has this white, fun little plush belly in here on the inside. So again, Amy, have you ever, I know we both sold some that have had bellies that squeak. Do you know anything else about him?
I've never seen that guy.
Yeah, see, I didn't. That's why.
I've seen lots of different elephants, but I've not seen that one.
Well, and again, the face is all rubber. He's super adorable. And then you can see where that is then sewn into the material. And as I get up close, then you can see it is more of that purple and that gray. And he is plush. He is filled with, I don't know if he's filled, I'm trying to feel here. Sometimes this stuffing hardens a little bit. He might be filled with, no, you know what? I think he's filled with a combination. I can almost feel some sawdust back here in the back. And then I feel like there's a little bit of plush up here behind his head. So again, super adorable. I believe he's from the 1950s. This fun little rubber-faced elephant. He would have had, like I said, a little squeaker in here. But I think the little rubber or the bladder in there that would have held the air is no longer, you can hear it in there. It's no longer doing what it's supposed to do. So one more time, he measures 6 inches tall. He is from the 1950s. He'd be a cute little squeak to add with your other little rubber-faced kitschy animals. Maybe you have a larger rubber face that you want, maybe a little tiny one for them to hold. And again, then you can see the ears are the white plush. His belly is white. And then he is sort of grayish purple. So I don't know if he's gray that faded to purple or if he was very purple and then he faded to gray. So heck, I mean, even if you wanted to, you could probably use his nose to hang something on if you wanted to be super cute and super funny. So
his face is great.
I do think he's missing a bow. I think whoever does give him a new home, I think he might need a new bow. I feel like my chat has stopped there on, okay, now we're catching up. So we're going to put him to the side. He does. He is smiling for peanuts, Karen. Let's hit him to the side. We'll keep moving. We'll bring him back for the recap.
Smiling for peanuts. Okay. I have, this is a cool little dolly. It's very cool. All right. So it is the whole lot. This is exactly how I found it. All right. So we're going to keep everything together. So first off, we have a wooden little cradle. All right. A little rocking cradle. It does have a little flower decal here at the top of the bed. All right. And no stamping on the cradle. Okay. And then we have the little baby in there, and there's a little blanket. So we'll take the little, this is so cute, little blanket on the top with a little millinery flower. And it has a safety pin on the back. I believe it's holding the flower in place. All right. And then in the little crib, we'll take the baby out. Now this is a Germany jointed, so it's fully jointed. Made in Germany, little babe. All right, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to focus, but if you pull that down, it's stamped Germany right there on the neck. And oh my gosh, the little tiny babe, little tiny bonnet does come off. All right, and then we've got jointed little arms. Debbie, I see you. Thank you so much. Little jointed arms and jointed legs, so fully jointed little babe. And even if you peek under there, those little diaper.
Oh my God.
It's very detailed. And good painting left on the baby. It's a composition little baby there, but still lots of good paint on it. And then look at this pillow.
Oh my God.
Also, like somebody made it, and that's how they kept it together, was the little safety pin. And then the little bedding that's inside the cradle looks to be made out of a hanky. There's a little cushioning underneath it too. I'm not going to take it out. But that's everything. That's exactly how I found it. It was just, I don't know. I feel like somebody made all the little things for the little babe to keep her comfortable in her little dolly bed. It's just so cute. Okay. So let me give you some measurements. All right. So the dolly itself is 3¼ inches. All right. 3¼ inches. So little. Definitely would work in a dollhouse if you have something like that. And the crib is 4 inches this way and then 3½ inches tall. Okay. So I see Debbie is in there at 28. So we are looking for 29 and on the little Germany babe in her cradle. And let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did end. Oh my goodness.
You got all the teeny tinies tonight, Amy.
A lot of teeny tinies. Yeah. She's just the cutest thing. She's much cuter in person than what she is appearing on camera. I assure you. It's much cuter. All right, there is just in case there from Debbie, but there's the bid end from Karen. All right, Debbie, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $28. And I sold a couple of these different foil prints here late, but I never found one this tiny. So I have a small one here. She is in very good condition. I do believe that she is probably somewhere between the 30s and the 50s. So this is teeny tiny. I'm going to give you 2 measurements on it, but I'm asking $28. I'll give you the measurements in just a moment. It's this like Southern Belle style girl. You can see it's getting washed out, but when I turn it, she has blue details. So she has blue details, and then she's walking on like some silver style details. She has this fun little flower in her hand. They even detailed the hair, and then you can see the different colored flowers there in the back. So like I said, the 2 different measurements are the frame measures 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so that is the wooden frame. That's the outside. The inside, and this is all glass. So the center is glass, and then it is a reverse painted silhouette, and then they detail it with some foil. Okay, it was like an art they did back in the day. So now the picture itself, the glass center part, measures 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So you can see it is a rectangular in size. So you can see where those measurements come from. So again, really fun details. If you guys are doing a gallery wall of these foil art, I thought this might be different. I've never found one quite like this. This one's a little bit different than the ones I sold before. I do believe that this one's a little bit older, okay? You can see the way the frame is put together. It has the nails on the outside to hold it together. It is just a little loose. It is a little loose. Maybe you want to tack those nails in a little bit tighter. So the person has this sort of a hanger on the back. Okay, that's how they were hanging it. You might want to re-secure it, but I believe that it would hang just fine with that. So again, a really fun foil art piece. $28. It is a little smaller. I think this one's actually, like I said, a little bit older than some of the other ones that I've sold before. I'm holding it back like this so you guys can see all the great details. So maybe you guys collect maybe Victorian prints. Maybe you guys love the Southern Belle kind of aspect to it. This one's just really different, and it's a nice size. So you can see where it is the detailed, like I said, with blue. She is holding a flower, and then you have all those other fun flowers in the background. So let me see if we can get in here. Then you can see where they went ahead and gave it some other details. So it kind of looks like she's walking on a pathway. So one more time, my other foil ones, I know folks really enjoyed. The measurement on her, again, is the outside of the frame. So I'm going from the outside, and it only matters in case you want to reframe it. That's why I'm telling you. So it goes 5 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then the center, so the glass piece itself, is about 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So let me just get in here so you guys can see. Again, in very, very good condition. I do love the different colors that are on there, and these have become very, very collectible, super collectible. So like I said, I think this one's older. So we're going to put it to the side. We're going to keep moving. Over to you, Amy.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring the quilt out for my next round. And it is going to have a higher start, FYI. Mama Pam did look over this and helped me a little bit with it. And I thought I would bring it and offer it tonight just in case there was somebody here that would really love it. It is overall nice condition. It has a couple little issues to it, but overall it is it's very nice, and it's large. Okay, and I have laundered this. When I found it, I did wash it. All right, so it's starting at $100. Okay, I can't do it any cheaper than that. And it's all hand stitched hexagons, and I do believe that the fabrics in here date to the late 30s, early 40s. The feed sacks that are in here, and there's a mixture of, so the green backer, there's a mixture of different green variations through here. It's not the same fabric over and over, and there's some other solids in here. All right, I'm not going to be able to show you the whole quilt. I did take some photos of some of the little issues on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the photos that I took rather than me try and struggle to hold it up because it's heavy. Okay, it does have batting. It is double-sided. It is finished. What I want to show you before I do that real quick is that the edging, I do believe Mama Pam said that this probably would be a twin size quilt if you want to hang all the way down the side, or a full with a little bit less hang. So the edging here has like sawtooth, so it's pointed on the edges. So these would be the sides that would hang over the bed. Okay, and then it's flat on either end. Okay, Karen Lord, I see you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into the photos because I do want to show a few things, and this was easier for me to show it this way rather than me trying to struggle to hold it up. Okay, so I'm showing you a half side. Okay, so this is the best I can do. So I'm going to show you the two halves and then the back. Okay, so this is the first half. You can see all the hexagons and then the little tied yarn bits in yellow throughout the whole thing. Okay, and what I did is I marked spots with safety pins so I could photograph them and find them. So this is on one of the pointed edges. Like I said, I did launder this. So it smells like Gain. Okay, that's what my laundry detergent and fabric softener is Gain. Okay, and so there's just a couple little stains that didn't come out. That's one of them on one of the points. And there's another one there on one of the blue hexagons. And there are a couple little spots where the hexagons are a little loose. Okay, if you know how to mend quilts, this is a super easy fix. Okay, but no major damage. I would say these are minor little things. And we look at quilts all the time. Mama Pam sells quilts all the time. And this is something not unusual to see some of the hexagons being a little loose. I mean, these were used, they were loved, and probably stood the test of time for the most part, I would say. Here is the other side. Okay, so here's the other side, folded in half. So you can see along the edges, you can see the pointed. They just kept the hexagons to the pointed edge. All right. Measurement for this, and I will say this, to the pointed edges, it's 68 inches. And then the length of it is 87. Okay, so that's why, depending on how long you want the drop to be, here's another little stained area. So this is on the second side. And here is a little hole in one of the hexagons. I love the fabrics in this. Here is another little tear. And here is another small one. Those are really the only issues that I could find. And I did go over it quite a few times. Here's the back. So the entire back, here's an overview, is covered in this green and yellow flower fabric. Okay. And there is a faint stain in the very center. Okay. I did treat that and it didn't come out. Okay. It's probably, I'm trying to think of a size reference here. It's not very large. I would say it's maybe like 2 inches, that little stain there. Okay. So I'm going to go back through these so you see them. Okay. Those were all the ones that I could identify. And Mama Pam looked it over too. So overall, I think it's in very good condition for how old it is. It was well taken care of, well stored, and it is freshly laundered. Okay. And it is very hot. I have it on my lap right now and it's very hot. Okay. So it's not a summer weight quilt. I would definitely say it's a colder weather quilt. Okay. All right. So Karen, I see you. Thank you so much. I'm going to count it down. We're looking for 111 or more. Karen Lord. All right. Whew. I am getting warm. All right. We're a blanket up here. Okay. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dead end. I was not going to bring this back for the recap. It was going to go to our antique booth. But I'm glad that Karen is probably going to get this. And she does. Congratulations, Karen. I'm so happy to send this to you. And be nice and cozy this winter with the quilt. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $38. And these are coming out of our personal collection. So it's time to move these guys onto a new home. I just realized in all the time I've had these, they have their original label on the bottom.
Ooh, a foil sticker. Yeah.
Which is something you don't often see. So
No.
$38. I have these little bow tie critters here, these little mice. They're made by Arnard. In very good condition. I know you've seen Amy or I sell these multiple times. Not these multiple times, but these style of kitsch or ceramic multiple times. They're totally cold painted. I got to tell you that these are some of the best cold painted ones I have ever had. There is no paint missing whatsoever. They look like they are brand spanky new. This one is your little Pepper. His little P is very vibrant in the center. His little bow tie is in very, very good condition. You can see even the paint on the face is in superb condition. So these guys measure 4.5 inches tall. They are salt and pepper shakers. This little guy is your 2-hole. So he is your 2-hole. And again, these are purple. These are super kitschy. And again, they're not easy to find that are in this condition. Some of the ones that have sold at higher or equal prices have been missing a lot of cold paint. These, of course, aren't touched up because you can't really touch that purple up. So let me get in there very, very close. I agree that the Vibrant P is a very big selling point, Dusty, because I also have a very vibrant S here in very good condition. You can see the bow ties are still painted very well. There is almost no paint wear whatsoever. And I'm going to twist him like this so that you can see in the light that any kind of speck or anything you see is just merely the glare of the ring light. So again, he's in really good condition. This is kind of higher end kitsch. These don't come around that often. So 4.5 inches tall. They are the salt and pepper shakers. They're in very, very good condition. These cute little kitschy mice. I just think they're adorable. They have blue eyes. Let's see if we can get up in here so you guys can see.
I think the purple is the hardest color to find of these.
Is it? I think I would say you're right, because
I don't. Mice, it is. I think purple and pink are right up there. I think with the hardest colors to find.
And every time I find one of these harder to find colors, it always seems like there's a bunch of paint missing, and they're very, very hard to touch up. You're not going to find a purple that looks like that. So you can see he's got his little arm there, his little arm right here. Super cute, super kitschy, the fun little tail. Again, these are the little salt and pepper shakers. Amy, did they make any other? They would have made this sculpt in other things, right? Like there's mice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's smaller mice. There's chain families. There's a lot bigger mice. Standalone figurines besides salt and pepper shakers.
That's what I thought.
And they also made chair figurines. Like, I don't know. There's ceramic chairs, and then they have the critters sitting on the chair.
The fact that it still has the foil sticker and the original cork, I think, is amazing. There you can see the double, the arrows for the Art Mart. Super cute, super kitschy. And again, these are coming out of our personal collection. So $38 if anyone's interested. There you can see the eyelashes on there. No chips or cracks. Minimal crazing that I can even see. You can see the flesh tones there on the face. And again, really cute and really fun. $38. We'll put them to the side. We'll bring them back for the recap and see if someone's interested in them then.
Oh, Caroline.
Oh, wait. All right. Caroline, thank you. I know we're trying to move tonight, so I don't want to belabor it too long. So Caroline, thank you for the 38. We're looking for 39 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 39 or more. The bid end from Karen G. She didn't miss them yet, did she?
No.
Okay. So we're just waiting on that bid end. Thank you so much, Caroline. There it is. There's the bid end. Caroline, they're coming to you. Thank you so much.
Nikki, the only thing that I've shown so far that you mentioned is the kitty pillow. So it was a pillow, but I'm doing the Lammy right now. So you're just in time for that. Okay. So this is the cutest ever. And I've had plush by this brand before. So it is characters are designed by character. Okay. So ear tag up here. Now I will say, it has the original. It has all the things that it's supposed to have. Now it's supposed to be musical. Sadly, the music box is overwound. Okay, so it no longer plays. And in order to manipulate that, you do have to you have to do Lammy surgery to get the music box out of there. Sometimes you can loosen those, but it does require you to take them apart. And I didn't want to take the Lammy apart. She was cute enough on her own and I'm okay. I mean, it has all like I don't know. It has all of the original little things. This is like the Thorns music box tag that would have been on there like at the store for advertising. Same with this. So it tells you about the music box that would have worked. Okay. But sadly it does not, but it's the cutest little Lammy I have ever seen, right up there with the Rushton Lambs, I think. And there is a little hole right here in the wool felt. She has wooden little eyes. Oh my gosh, the little tag. Millinery flower up there in the ear, original bow as far as I know. Now there is wire armature. All right, there's wire armature inside of the legs to help her stand. And to support the weight of the music box in there. So like her whole middle section here is that music box on the inside. And there's her little Lammy tail. And overall, I think she's nice and clean for being a white plush. I just think it's just her music box really is the issue, that it doesn't work anymore. But I couldn't leave her there. She said, "Rescue me, please. I need to get out of this antique mall. I've been here forever. So I rescued her from the lake a couple weekends ago. She was in a really strange booth, like with Pokemon, and she didn't belong there. So that's, yeah, I had to get her out of that Pokemon situation because it was really weird. All the stuff in there was all new, and then there was this lamb. I was like, girl, you don't belong there. All right, measurement for her. She is 11 by 10. 11 by 10. All right, so she does stand. I don't know if I'm the steadiest hand tonight, but she does stand because of that wire armature. Okay, so let's count her down. Dusty's in at 25, so we're looking for 26 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I don't know if it says, no, it doesn't say what the music was supposed to be on there, but yeah.
I hope it was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I hope so too.
I hope it was.
It probably was, but we'll never know. We'll never know. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through the bids there, and there's Karen's bid end. All right. So looks like Wendy had the highest just in case at 56, but Nikki came in there with a straight bid of 57 right before Karen's bid end. All right. So Nikki, congratulations. Lammy is coming to you. Thank you so much.
$22. We have no, but yeah, okay, John. $22, and I have a left-in Cupie bank. Okay, I do believe this is their take on a little Cupie. He's got the little wings. Maybe you even want to use him as a little cherub or a little Cupid. You could do that on Valentine's Day. But when I picked him up, I definitely had Cupie in mind. He is a little bank. Now, he is missing his stopper, but he does have the original left-in sticker, okay? For a long time, and I tried to clean that off, I think they had the original stopper taped on. So I tried to clean and clean and clean, and I couldn't get any of that off. But he displays really, really great from up top. So maybe you guys have a Cupie collection. Maybe you want to add him to your little kitschy bank collection. He's really adorable, stinking cute. You can see there's the coin slot. No chips to that. I love the little pool of hair up there. He's big. He's big. He reminds me of the planter size and, you know, some of the other ones that he would look good with if you owned. He is 7 inches tall and he is 4 inches wide. So in overall good condition. He is not made of bisque. He's made of like that matte. So he is that matte sort of ceramic. Probably I would say from the 1950s or early 1960s. You can see where they did airbrush his hair. He is really, really cute and really fun. No chips back there to the wings. He's even got a little Cupie butt going on right there. So just a super fun, kitschy little bank. He does have just a little teeny tiny bit of crazing right here. I just want you guys to note that. It seems like it's a little more defined. Crazing right there. There's no damage to the fingers whatsoever. He's kind of like pointing to his mouth. He's like, I don't know. He's kind of like he just got done eating.
He's licking his chops.
He sort of is. He sort of is. I just kind of noticed that right now, and I've had him for a little bit. It's kind of hungry with that tongue hanging out. And again, he's got these fun wings, and I just think he'd be a fun little bank to add to your collection at $22. So there is. I do too, Janine. Like I say, there's no chips or cracks there. You can tell that when the original stopper must have needed to have some tape to hold it in, and then it sort of stained the crazing here on the bottom, okay? But that doesn't really reflect on the front, and it just has part of its left-in sticker remaining. So, again, he's in really good condition outside of that with no stopper. That would be an easy fix. Maybe you have stopper. I guess you can also get those on Amazon. So 22 if anyone's interested. He is 7 inches tall and he is 4 inches wide. We're going to put him to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Over to you, Amy.
Okay. All right. I have a little, this is, I didn't put in pear, but it's for the pear. All right, so instead of a hanky bundle, you get a pot holder tonight with the little brooch. So it is, as far as I know, a handmade little, and it's purple. So it's a lavender purple. I think it's showing true to color. Little puppy dog pot holder there, and it is just sweetly embroidered and stitched on there. And then you're also going to get the little bobblehead. So this is one of those. I had one of these a few weeks ago, but it was two dogs. And this one is just a little single. So his little head is kind of on a mechanism to where his little head can kind of bobble back and forth when you wear it. Some sort of terrier dog. I'm not exactly sure. But he is kind of like an off-white. So he's kind of like an ivory. So he's not bright white. He's more of an off-white color there. And then it's just it's kind of like a very simple style C-clasp, how he attaches there on the back, but good paint on him. All right. And then the pot holder, again, is just, it's kind of off-white in the center with the purple edging. And then it does have a tiny little loop there at the back. So if you wanted to hang it, you could. I have pot holders like this hanging in my kitchen on the wall, not necessarily for me to use, but for more of a decorative thing. All right, so the, let me see, the pot holder is about 7 inches round, okay, and the little pin is 1.5 by 1.5. But you are going to get the pair together. Hello, Parmesan. Thanks for joining. You're late to the party, sir. Yeah, I see you were napping somewhere. All right. Suzanne, I see you at 10. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 11 or more on the pairing. And let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got a lot to say, buddy. Bid end. We saw chattering back there. Sometimes he's quiet and sometimes he has a lot to say. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Suzanne, congratulations. It is yours. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm not going to do choice on these. You're going to get them together because they're the same company. So it'll be $18. And it's been a while since I brought any typewriter tins. And I thought these were really fun and unique.
Oh, cool.
The next couple rounds I have are geared towards your nautical, your beach, your mermaid, your summertime displays. There's still enough time to do your summertime displays. I believe these are from the 1930s. These are from Allied. These would have held your typewriter cartridges. So these are typewriter tins. So first one here has this very Art Deco. It is in grays, blacks, and whites, and it has this fun seagull with that very Deco style wave kind of crashing there. It actually has the cartridge on the inside, and I still believe it's good. Now, I did have this open. There we go. So maybe you have a typewriter and you need a ribbon for it. It's there. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to still work or not. So these measure about 2.5 inches in diameter. And then from the side, they measure about 1 inch tall. So typewriter tins are kind of one of those collectibles that people collect. They put them on fun little trinket shelves. I have folks come into the shop all the time buying typewriter tins. So this one was a medium, and it looks like it was a black. I think it was a black. I can't read the other part on it. But again, I believe these are from the 1930s. So you're going to get them both for $18. That one there has the seagull on it. This one would have been for Smith Corona, and this one would have been the black record, and this would have been in medium. So this one's one that I don't see often at all with the sailboat on it. It is the Allied flagship. Again, I think that's really fun. Very Art Deco, very 1930s. And if you guys are into like nautical or coastal or sea or beach or anything like that, this would definitely go into, into that display that you have. So same kind of color scheme as the seagull one. It's black, grays, and whites. And then again, 2.5 inches in diameter. And then from the side, it measures 1 inch tall. So that makes these about $9 each. And again, these are harder ones to find. Usually they don't have these kind of graphics on the front of them. I agree with you, Dusty. These would be great in your mermaid bathroom. And if you guys follow folks on Instagram, or if you follow like people like Magpie Ethel, just because these are typewriter tins don't mean that you can't put them in all sorts of different displays. Like I would mix them in with Tina's mermaids and put them in the background. Maybe put, if you have the little bone china ones, put them in the front to mimic the sailboat in the background. Maybe you guys are just doing a summertime display with your, your tin buckets and things. You could put these in with it. And then if you're looking just for the deco side, you could use them as the black and just use them as a riser. So you could do that if you want. So again, you'll get them both for $18. These are two harder ones to come by with the logos on the front. Usually it's just, printed script. It doesn't have a graphic on it. And we're going to put them to the side and we're going to bring them back. Over to you, Amy.
I used to collect typewriter tins, and I've never seen either one of those.
No, they're not easy to find.
I've never seen either one. They're awesome. Okay. I've got some salt and pepper shakers up next. And they are some anthropomorphic strawberry faces. I think it's still strawberry season in my brain, even though we're getting into the fall season. I like, that's my favorite fruit for summertime is strawberries. And these are the winking strawberry shakers. So neither one of them have a cork on the bottom. Okay, FYI, both of the corks are missing, but if you actually want to use these as shakers, these could be replaced. Okay, you can find replacements. On Amazon, you can get a whole bunch of them. And yes, they do match the pink apples. I do not know a manufacturer for these. They're not PY. They're not NAPCO, as far as I know. There were some other anthropomorphic fruit that were not a big name brand maker. I think that they are one of those. Jason, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't know a specific manufacturer for these guys. There are apples in a very similar style that match these two. But
these are super cute. These always looked like they were the early PYs to me anytime I saw these because of the way they detailed the eyes and things. I'm not saying they are, but I feel like these were their way of heading toward the very defined PYs that we see.
Yeah, I agree with that. And they're kind of on an angle. That's how they molded them. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that they're not just straight up and down like the PY ones are a little bit different. Shape-wise, there's no chips damage to either one. They are in good condition, just besides a little bit of grazing in the glaze. These measure 2 by 2 1/4. Yeah, don't eat the vintage, Karen says. Disclaimer, don't eat the vintage. But we will go ahead and bring those back for the recap. We'll get Jason going.
Those will send you to the dentist if you try to eat
them. Don't do that. Yeah, that'll be a costly dental bill.
All right, $14, and you're going to get both of these. And again, maybe I'm pushing the agenda with the beach and things, but these are from the 1930s, so it kind of pulls it all together. So these are made by Hazel Atlas. They're in very good condition. You're going to get 2 of these. These are the juice glasses. I don't think I need to put paper on the inside because I think the design is reading pretty true to what it is. So that's white. That's fired on the front. You have these fun starfish that are swimming with bubbles, and then there is some seaweed. So they are in very good condition. They have a little bit of wear there on the inside, but that doesn't really translate at all to the outside. What you guys are worried about is what I am, is the graphic. No dishwasher wear. There's no like burnt to it. Like when I say burnt, we say dishwasher wear because it scalds that paint off, and then it's always referred to as burnt paint. So there is none on either of these. So Suzanne, thank you. I see you're 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. You can see it does have a fun little lip on it, and it is 4 inches tall. So you're going to get 2 of them, and they did make a full cocktail set of these, tumblers, rocks, shakers. I even think they made a tray with all of this design on it. So it's very fun. It is considered depression glass from the 1930s, and this is made by Hazel Atlas. Neither of these have the Hazel Atlas mark on the bottom, but they're definitely attributed to that, and that's what they're going to come up when you research them. So you can see here as I tilt it, you can see how glossy it is. Like I say, when we say burnt paint, a lot of times you put it in the dishwasher, and that hot heat kind of burns this off, and then you can feel that it is, you can just feel that it's dried out, and then it starts to fade. So they're nice and crisp. So these would be fun. I know a lot of times when Misty sells glasses like this, she says they're fun to put in your bathroom. If you guys had a mermaid bathroom, these would be fun little glasses. You know, you could do the swishing when you're done brushing your teeth. You could even double these and use these to hold your toothbrushes if you wanted to in the bathroom. And they're not exactly a cobalt. They're a different kind of blue. Although folks do call them cobalt, they have a smoky blue to them. So they're pretty iconic. And they did other patterns in this colorway. I think they did a Dutch theme, but the fish one is definitely my favorite. So you're going to get both of them. We're looking for 15 or more. I got you, Suzanne. Thank you. Let's go ahead and do a countdown just in case for an active bidder. 15 or more from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'll put these with my sailboat ice pick. Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, that's a good pairing.
Right, they did a sailboat version of these too. So really fun. And again, you're going to get them both. Suzanne, thank you so much. They're coming to you for 14. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right. If you guys have not refreshed for a while, just a reminder to make sure and do that. Refresh. Okay. I have a pajama pag poodle, and he's pretty cute. Jason, haven't you had one very similar to this?
Not one like that. Not
one
like
that. Maybe it was another animal. Maybe it wasn't a poodle, but I remember one that was kind of like long like this, rather than the caged ones that are like the dollies that stand. This one, it's like a full-on plush poodle, and the pajama bag is in the belly. I have stuffed it with paper, all right, to give it some shape, all right, and but it does have its original hang tag, all right, Simon Simple Originals, and that is how I found it, kind of safety pinned on the ear, and it says pajama case and bed decoration, den, wall plaque, or carry all. Can you imagine carrying this around?
I would probably carry that around.
It's very cute, and it's very clean again for being a white plush, all right, and it's just the little poodle tail sticking out the back, and then they did mold little feet at the back and the front, all right, and I do believe that's its original little ribbon there, all right, and then the face is all felt. I love the like flower petal kind of eyes, so it's light blue and then darker blue for the eyes, and then a nice black eyelid, and those are all made out of felt, the nose and the mouth and the eyes, and again, just super clean. And the here's the bottom, all right, that's where the zipper is. The zipper is in good condition. Like I said, I have just stuffed it with paper. It is also nice and clean on the inside, and we'll just zipper back up there. Very cute, and I like that if you have it like this, the head kind of just tilts forward. So I was
just gonna say, Amy, I'd fill that with bedding and use it as a throw pillow. Do you know how fun that would be if you filled that up with bedding?
You could totally stuff it and make it into a pillow rather than use it as a bag. That's why I kind of put paper in it to see, and I didn't even stuff it all the way full. I stuffed it enough so the little head could kind of peek over. Over the edge of something if you wanted to. Poodle is 16 inches, so 16 inches this way, and then about 9 inches at the widest point of the bag. That's kind of how I measured it. Do you have to sharpen your claws on my chair?
He's like, yes, Mom, I do.
Yes, Mom. Okay. All right. So Nancy, I see you. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He's so bad. You guys have no idea. He's so bad. I tell him that every day. He's so bad. He does bad cat things. Okay, there's a bit end from, he's lucky he's cute. There's a bit end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nancy, Poot is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, this is my one oddball thing, but I'll bring it after yours. So it's going to start for 20, and I have a poodle tonight. So I didn't feel like I had my kitsch quota met, so I made sure to throw an extra. Didn't have an, so I threw an extra poodle in there. So this one is a planter. It's in very good condition. It's actually made by Brins. So it's made by Brins, and it has its original Brins foil sticker on the bottom. If you guys love those kind of kitschy, realistic style planters or figurines, this little guy would be awesome for you. So he's got his little paw up. You can see they even gave him details there for the claws. There are the eyes. And again, this is that like matte style finish. So it was used at one time. I've done my best to clean that out in there, but it was very, very dirty when I got it. So somebody had used it to hold a plant. So again, this is one of those pieces that you can use it as a planter. You can, thank you, Brenda. I agree. Great detail on it. So this is one of those things that you can use as a planter, or you can cross this over to use other things. Stick hairbrushes in it. This is the kind of planter that you could use as a dresser caddy, or just use it as a figurine. So he or she measures 8 inches tall. So 8 inches tall. And these would go good with the Shafford made some large figurines. Lefton made some figurines like this. So if you have some of those, this one's going to be compatible with it. 8 inches tall. It measures about 4.5 inches across. And then depth-wise from the side, it's coming in at about 6.5 inches deep. So there you can see the fun little details of the poodle tail. Right there. Again, you can see that it's very, very clean on the outside. It is airbrushed with some different grays and a little bit of black for just a little bit of detail. And then you can see it has a fun little brown nose. It has its little pink little mouth. So a kitschy little 1950s poodle planter in really, really good
looking.
It is. It is. Sometimes, you know, the kitsch is very animated looking. This is more on the realistic side. And like I had said, if you guys have the Lefton poodles, they did some like this. There was Napco, I think they did some with this look, and you could put this in that display, and I think it would look really, really good. Thank you, Kim. I think he's really adorable too. Like those eyes, maybe you know someone that has a poodle, this would make a great gift. Super gift. And what's unique about this is you can see where he's sort of like with the paw up. Usually they have all 4 legs down. This one, they kind of have like, I don't know if he's like begging or trying to, you know, shake, you know, put the paw up to you to shake his paw, but he or she is super cute. And again, very great detailed, very good, very great, has very good details to it. So just tilt it there so you can see the face. Again, it is a very nice large planter, but we're going to sit it to the side and keep moving, Amy.
Okay. All right, so we just have a couple rounds left, you guys, and then we will do a recap. Okay. $10 is my next round. And I wish this was a pair. Sadly, it's just a single, but I don't think that anybody used this. It's starched, number one. I don't think anybody actually used this. It is a pillowcase. And anytime that I see bluebirds embroidered on something, I'm here for it. And this is really nicely done. Somebody also spent some time making this, and I love that they added the little music notes in there, like the birds were singing a song while they were picking all of their little posy flowers, I think. So the colors in this, it's coming across a little weird, kind of like magenta pink, if you will, for the flowers, purple middles, dark purple middles, and then the bluebirds, and then lavender purple for all the little music notes. And I like that they made some of the flower bunches into the music notes, like this one up here has, instead of the traditional notes. Now, I'll open it. As far as I know, it's just a standard pillowcase. It is starched. There's no tag or anything on the inside, no stains. It's very nice and clean. That's why I don't think anybody ever used it. It does have a little bit of lacy edging applied there to the opening of the pillowcase. It is 20 by 14.5, which I think is a standard pillowcase, but it just has, here's the other side, it's just plain. So just embroidered on the one edge, which they typically are, and but very nice and clean on it. That's why I think somebody made it and maybe wanted to give it as a gift or something, and then they never did, or they never used it themselves.
And
But
those bluebirds, Amy, you don't see a lot of embroidered things with the bluebirds on.
No,
Usually you see
if
cats,
I typically see them, I do try and pick them up because no, they are not a lot of them. You got to call it a J. What? What, Karen?
What? I don't, but I do love the music notes on it. That's really unique as well.
Yeah, I like that too. That they're singing. They remind me of the birds in Cinderella.
Yes,
that's what it reminds me of.
Exactly.
Well, she's walking around doing her chores and singing.
Yep.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and get Jason started there.
All right, $12, and this is still playing off of my theme with the beach and things. And this I got when I had the other deco style trays. So this was the other one. It didn't fit with the flowers, so I saved it for something like this. So what I see when I hold it like this is I imagine like the portholes on a ship. Kind of, you would be looking out the porthole of a ship. So I thought this might be nice if you guys do nautical things. You do mermaids, maybe you do the chalkware fish. You could hang this on the wall as decor with it, okay? So this is from the 1930s. There is some wear to it. There's no major dents to it, but there are some light little scratches to it. But again, it's really, really neat. You can see that it has the details of the small little flowers there with the sort of the... words are tough tonight. So you have the sea there, and then it kind of meets the where the ocean comes in there.
It does look very similar to the typewriter 10.
Absolutely. I kind of thought, if you were going to decorate, just for sake of argument, I thought it all kind of came together. So if you had that in a plate rest, and then you sort of had this with it too, it's the same exact style era. And they did a really good job and detailed on these seagulls. So again, it's really fun. And even if you didn't use the sailboat one, if you used the one with the seagulls, it just sort of came together. Then you can see they have the abstract sort of take on the seagulls on the outside, and that's sort of in a turquoise and in a white. So turquoise and white, and it goes all the way around, and it has this great, nautical kind of feel. So again, I thought this would be fun for you to hang on the wall, or put in and use it as the backdrop, for your mermaids or any kind of fish or things you have. So here's what the back looks like. Again, it is a tin tray. You could use it if you wanted to. So even if you had the barware that I sold, you could, put the barware on top of it and use it with those fish tumblers that I had. It measures about 11.5 inches in diameter. So again, I could not find anything which company made these. And again, this was the same. I got it the same time as the ones that I sold a few weeks ago with the deco flowers on it. I just think it screams coastal, beach, and it very much looks 1930s. And it is black with the blue, and then you have the sky back there in the back. So thank you so much, Robin. I see you in there for 12. We're looking for 13 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And like I did say, there is some wear to it. There is one or two little scuffs, but there's no rust. There's no dents. And this is from the 1930s. So you don't find these trays that often, especially this one. I couldn't find it anywhere online. So Robin had a just in case. So Robin, it's coming to you for $14. Thank you so much.
Right. I have a little girl up next for my round, and she's made by Lego, or Lego, however Jason likes to say it. I say Lego like my ego,
So
but I have one of these little girls. Now they did little angels as well. She's not an angel. All right. She does not have any wings on the backside. But she is just a little girl, and I love how they did the hair with her little updo there. And she has her original pearl little pearl necklace, like sometimes the lady head vases have, a little tiny pearl necklace. It does have the string kind of hanging down in the back, FYI. But her little pearl necklace, and she's reading a book. I don't know, maybe she's giving a dictation about
She
something.
is.
I don't know, maybe she's reciting her thesis. I'm not sure what's going on, but I like her. I had not run across her in the wild. There is a set of 3, FYI, of these that all kind of coordinate together doing different things. And this is the little girl that's reading her book. She does have kind of like a little blue blanket that's kind of tucked around her at the bottom. And she does have Made in Japan, a little sticker there on the bottom. No chips or repairs to her. She is 4.5 inches tall by 3. I thought she would really look really cute on like a stack of books. I didn't have a stack of books to include with her, sadly. You guys know I like to pair things, but I didn't have like a tiny little book stack that I could. But I thought that would look really cute, or the bookworm in your life. I was trying to think the last time that I read a book. Probably 2010. It's probably the last time that when I was sitting at the pool in Mexico, was the last time that I read a book. Part of it on a plane and part of it by a pool. That's the last time that I have had time to read a book. And I like, what was it? It was a John Brown, Angels and Demons, I think.
Right.
That was the book that it was. My goodness, that was a long time ago. Okay. Paul is an 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Don't bring the party down, Amy. Now talking about
besides like price guide books for ceramics, that I'm not counting. I have read those books, but an actual novel book, no.
We're at the age now where we got to listen to them on tape or download them.
Yeah, that would probably be much easier to do. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Nicomas had a just in case of 24, but Paula did have a just in case of 25. So Paula, she's coming to you for 25. Thank you so much.
All right, now these you're going to get both of them together, and they're going to be $12. These are originals from the 1940s. These would have, I believe, come out of a book. So they would have come out of a book, and then you would have framed them. Okay. So the company, and both of them are signed. So these are pinups from the 1940s, or they're ladies from the 1940s. Okay. I still call them pinups. So the company is Gerlosh and Barklow, and you can see that both of them are signed there. And you can tell by the paper, these are originals. So you'll get them both for $12. The first one is, if it wants to focus, it's Fairest of All. So you have this gorgeous woman here, and she has her bouquet of roses there, or she has a couple stems of roses there. And again, you're going to have to trim these up and frame them. So I do believe they just literally came out of a book, and a lot of times these books were sold, and then you were supposed to take them out and frame them. So these never made it to be framed. So from the 1940s, but it is very hard stock paper, no major issues, no major scratches. There's no major tears or anything to this one. And it is artist signed. I could not make out what the artist's signature is on this one. She does look very Doris Day, definitely. And they both measure about 14 by 11. So you can cut them down. You can do whatever you want. I don't know that you want to cut them down too much, but you could definitely trim them up a little bit and then frame them. So that's going to be your first one. Then the second one I think is really, really fantastic. She almost reminds me of Rosemary Clooney, like back in the day of White Christmas. There is a little tear to the very top. She's actually artist signed, and I was able to tell that she's Bradshaw. The illustrator is Bradshaw Crandall, and he was he did a lot of pinups. Hello, because that's what it is. Same exact company, has the mark right here, has the seal right there, has the watermark, and then that might be hard to read, but this actually, it says picture. It says a picture of love lines. Picture of love lines is what it says on there. It's a little hard to read the way they have it on top of the brown there. But I thought these were really fun, sort of different. Maybe you're looking for more of a 1940s.
Karen wants to know, does her bracelet say something?
Does her bracelet say something? No, it's just some sort of a rhinestone and silver bracelet. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she has these great, I almost think they're suede gloves. She has these fantastic green suede gloves. I guess I do. When I move, sorry, I got to slow down. When I move too fast, I don't hold it still enough for everybody to see. So you do have a little tear up here to the top. Little tear up here to the top. They both measure about 14 by 11. They are originals, meaning they're original prints from the 1940s. And when these were sold, they were sold in books, and you would go into the Five and Dime, the general store, you'd buy them, then you would perforate them out of the book, and then you would frame them up yourself. You know, a lot of times we find them already framed. This is kind of in its raw form, and you are going to have to sort of, you know, shape that up a little bit, straighten that out. But I thought for the price, they'd be really fun. They'd give you an opportunity to have something different for your wall, especially her. And again, you're going to get them both. They probably would have been in the same proof book. They would have been sold probably at the same time for $12. I think they're really fun. If they don't sell, I'll probably frame them up and sell them at Mother Tucker's. So they'd be cheaper in this form because we wouldn't have to ship a frame to you. So again, they measure 14 by 11, and they are from the 1940s. She is the fairest of all. And then the one that I think looks like Rosemary Clooney, let's bring her back up front. Rosemary Clooney, she is the picture of love lines. Picture of love lines. So we're going to sit them to the side and keep moving. It kind of looks like she wants to be holding a glass there, but she's not. So, all right, Amy.
Okay, last round, you guys. Okay, I have a little tiny wall pocket. She is a little wall pocket planter, all right, but she has like that floral putty stuff. I don't know if it's going to come in, but there's some of that green floral putty stuff that is in there. I did not try and get that out of there. There are some ways that you can try and get that out of there. I did not want to try and do anything to her, but she doesn't have to hang on the wall, but she's small. For a lady head, she is a small one. She can sit as well. She does not have to hang on the wall, which I like, and she's flat backed, so she could definitely fit on like definitely a smaller shelf, a smaller space, if you will. She is marked Japan on the back side. I've not seen this before.
No.
I just thought she was very cute and petite. And none of the paint, I do believe, I think all the paint on this one is fired on. All right, I don't think we have to worry about cold paint on this one, but even a little bit of kind of silvery gold paint for her bow and across her hat. So there's no chips or repairs or anything like that on her. She just has that floral stuff that's in there. It's kind of like, it's not foam. It's like that clay, like that floral clay stuff.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's for the most part hardened in there. But I don't know how you get that out. I would like to have it out of there. I'm sure that there is a way. Jason, do you know?
Oh, well, I do, but you can't do it. You got to heat it up. Like you got to put hot water or something. But you don't want to
put like boiling water in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can't even see it in there.
Well, yeah, it's not like, easy to see, but it is in there. I assure you that they probably had some dried flowers, and it was originally 5 cents.
Oh my goodness.
A true dime store piece, probably. There at the back. It does measure, it's 3 inches tall and about 2¼ inches wide. But I don't see anybody in then for that one. So we'll get Jason going, and then we'll do our recap and our community share.
$12, Amy. You can leave that up there. You're going to get both of these. These are fun little squeaks. I kind of think they're boyfriend and girlfriend. I believe
for both.
Yes, 12 for both. You're going to get them both for $12. These are kind of popular ones. God, I remember when we first started selling these squeaks. Wait. You got William in.
You got it.
Dime store.
You can just claim it. It's
okay.
Good. Thank you.
Right. All right. So, William, these came from a dime store. No, I'm just kidding. She moved forward and muted me. So these are fun little squeaks. You can see they're very, very soft. She has a squeak. He has a squeak. He's got an angry little attitude in his little diaper. He has actually got a name on the bottom, and it is Alan J. So it is Alan J. there on the bottom, metal little squeak hole. I do believe these are probably from the 1960s. I think he's this fun little tough guy. He's like, put him up, put him up.
Put him up. Put him up.
Put him up. He measures. I think they are happy little squeaks. He is a little angry, Janine, but I still think he's cute. And she's just like, oh, it'll pass. It'll pass. He's just, I think they're super cute together. She's just like, it's just the way he is. He definitely does, Joe. He needs a diaper changed. You're right. So 6.5 inches tall. Maybe you guys collect squeaks. Maybe these little guys would look cute in there. I have never found them this clean with this much paint. He's so angry that he's got a little butt hanging out, a little butt crack. And she's this super cute little girl in her cute little blue dress with her little arm up. I don't know what she's proclaiming or what she's saying, but she's really cute. She doesn't have a name on the bottom, and there's no little metal squeak hole there for her. He does. He definitely, it is time for a Snickers for him. Absolutely. You are correct. So she is 6 inches tall. He's 6.5. Again, they made these for a while, but just seeing the way they're painted and the thickness of the rubber on them, I think these are 60s or 70s. So I don't think they're any later, because you can tell by the detail on the paint. So these would look good with your Ruthie Newtons or
those are really good paint.
They are. They're like new. Tina literally got them, and I think that the person never played with them. I think that they were meant for a youngster, and they were never gifted. Honest to God, if you guys are looking for squeaks to start a collection, these are great examples of it, and they are in really, really good condition. You can even see that the white on his shoes, there's absolutely no paint wear whatsoever, and they do stand very well on their own. So if you want to display them, you could do that. And he, like I said, he has the Alan J name on the bottom, but you can tell by the eyes.
I'm pretty sure she is too.
Yeah, you can tell that they're part of the same series, okay? So he would be like the brother, she'd be the little sister. I kind of think he's like trying to fight for her, and she's just like being all passive aggressive. So I think she's like, oh, come on now, Charlie, stop. And he's like, I'm gonna that guy, I swear. So Charlie, okay, so Robin, I see you in for 12, looking for 13. Let's count these rubber guys and girls down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And they do work even if you bounce them into each other. So really fun. And his hole says something, but I can't read it. But they're fun. So Karen G, thank you so much. They're coming to you, Robin. You didn't need it, Robin. They're yours. Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate it.
All right. It's recap time. So we are going to bring back anything that did find a home the first time. And if you are watching on the replay, I know a lot of people do. They're not able to catch the live sales. If you see something that you are interested in, please email us and ask if it's still available, but do so in a timely manner. I know we both have booths and that sort of thing, so let us know if you want anything. But we're going to bring it back, and these are going to be quick claims. So we will, if we need to note anything, we will do that. And make sure if you want to claim something that you put in the item plus the price or the number or letter that we tell you how to claim it into the chat. Because of the lag, we'll give it a moment. If there's more than one person interested in the same item, we will do a quick countdown to break any kind of ties. It can turn right back into a regular bid round just in case this can be in play as long as you got a bid in there. Okay. So Jason, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I have a few, Amy. So do you want me to do a few and then you can do and then I'll finish it up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yep. Let me do
big.
A couple here. So I had my typewriter tins. They're still available. You're going to get both of them. This one here does have the original ribbon in it still. This one is empty. They are from the 1930s. They're from a company called Allied. It's a little unique to find them with the graphics on it like that. 2.5 inches in diameter. If you're interested in these, you can put 10, 18, and you'll get them both for $18. 10, 18, and you'll get them both. Minimal wear, really good condition. These are actually fun to store bits and bobs. So 10, they would be yours. I got you, Robin. Thank you so much. So those tins are yours. Congratulations, Robin. They are yours. I want to not get myself confused here. I do believe this is the earliest one I had. So this is earlier than the other ones I sold. This is one of those silhouette foil pictures. If you're interested in her, you can put foil 28, but I'll give you the dimensions. She's about 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. That is the frame. And then the center, now that's glass in there. The center is about 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So if you're interested, you could put foil 28. It is an older wooden frame. If you wanted to, you could reframe it in something else, but it has some really, really good detail on it. And again, I do believe this one is older than the ones I offered. So this one is going to be foil 28. I'll do one more, Amy, and then I'll turn it over to you. Had my little rubber-faced elephant. It would have been a little squeaker, but the squeaker doesn't work anymore. He's sort of a purplish gray, reading true to color. I'm not sure if he was a gray faded to purple or vice versa. I do believe he is from the 1950s. Other than that little squeaker not working, he's in very good condition. He's 6 inches tall. So if you're interested in him, you're going to put elephant 38. Elephant 38. And I think he's a really, really unique one. So at $38, you could have him. I think he's really fun. So you could put elephant 38. All right, Amy, go ahead. And then I'll get myself organized.
Okay. And Minx, Parm is about a year old. We adopted him at 8 weeks in September, the end of September. So I think he's nearing that 1 year mark. Okay. I had my kitty embroidered pillow. I did not make this. Somebody did. Somebody handmade this. It's like really nice upholstery fabric on the back, newer fabric on the back, and then some sort of vintage linen with this cute cat embroidery on it and some little appliques and buttons. There are a couple little discolorations here and there on it, but I do, that was definitely a vintage piece of linen. It does measure 12 by 12. This was 18. If you want to claim the pillow, you can put pillow 18 for that. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. And then I had the Bluebird pillowcase. Also, I don't think that this pillowcase was used. It's very clean, starched, has a little lace on there. So Bluebird 10. You can put pillowcase 10 or Bluebird 10. Whatever is easier to type in on that. I do believe it's a standard pillowcase on that. And then I had the anthropomorphic strawberry shakers. So you can put, these don't have any chips. They're in a good condition. They just don't have, neither one of them have corks in the bottom. The strawberry shakers were 14. So you can type in strawberry 14 if you want to claim those. And that was William is claiming my strawberry shakers. Okay, yes. You got it, William. They were 14. Thank you so much.
I thought you said 18, Amy. I could have sworn you said 18.
No, I might have said the wrong thing, but I'm pretty sure they were 14.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I got two more things, Amy. I had my left-in little Cupid Bank William. It was a joke. I was trying to make you charge him the highest amount because he's like, whatever. So
for $45, William. No, I'm kidding.
Sold.
No.
Sold.
He doesn't want them.
He's $22 if anybody's interested. Is a left-in. It's their version of a little Cupid Bank. You could call it a little cherub, whatever you want. It's got wings. It doesn't have its original stopper. The only condition issue is somebody did tape the original stopper on at one point. So he would really look cute with your I don't remember. This would look cute in with your Cupies. They did make planters that were this size, but this guy is a bank. So again, I think he's really fun, super cute. There is no damage to that finger. I could, and then he's got a little tongue going on. So 7 inches tall. If you're interested, you could put Bank 22. I think he would look really cute with your babies, your kitschy things. I would even use him. I might use him if he's staying in my Valentine's display next year, but that would be Bank 22. And then I had my Brins Poodle Planter in very good condition. There's the Brins label, and he is 20. So if anybody wants him, you could put Poodle 20, and he would be yours. Someone did use him. There is a little bit of staining on the inside, but nothing that translates to the outside. So it is about 8 inches tall. 8 inches tall. If you're interested, you could just put Poodle 20, and that could be yours. So the pinup pictures I just showed, if someone watches the replay, and that's it for me. That's everything, Amy.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Karen G for bid ending tonight, and Kim for helping out in the chat. Of course, you ladies, thank you so very much. Week after week, we appreciate you so very much. And thanks everyone that's been hanging out with us tonight. This is an odd night for us. So thanks for being here in the chat as always. All right, so we're going to move into our community chair, and it's just a couple photos that I have from Tina and from Dennis tonight to share. All right, and I'm going to pop our email up here one more time. If you guys have anything that you would like to email us that you want to be part of our show, please do so. I do not have at this moment any more photos to share for next week. All right, so if you have anything you want to send us, just make sure and include a brief description along with your photos, and if you want us to mention your name, to ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Okay, let me get that off of here. All right, so we're going to start with Dennis's. He said send in 2 photos. We're going to start with Dennis. So here's photo number 1, and so the elf Jason that he got from Jason is in his new home. All right, so I think this came from one of the Christmas sales.
Yep,
if I remember correctly.
It did. Looks good, sir.
Yes. I love all the custard glass. And then, so this is just the overview, all right, of everything on display. And then we get to see the glowy glass.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. She's glowing in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
You can see the paint on the cheeks and the eyes.
Yeah. That's where she belongs. That's awesome. Yep. That's what this is about. That is so neat.
Good old custard glass certainly glows. And the uranium. Really cool. So I like that. Yep. 2 different looks. All right. And then the other photos I have are from Tina. And let me pull up her email. She said, let me get it up here. All right, here it is.
Oh, wow.
All right. She said, my husband and I went to a church sale, and the minute we walked in, this beautiful mid-century deer planter from United Pottery was staring back at me. I went straight to it, and the 15-inch, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, planter is now in my home. So the other photo I have is the bottom that shows the United Pottery. I've never known who made this deer planter. I've seen it out in different colors. I know there's a white one like this, but I've never known the maker for it. So I like that it has that. But the great part is she only paid $1 for it.
That's fantastic. I thought it was Hager. I used to think it was Hager.
It does look like Hager, but yeah, that's a new one for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
Good score for $1. I would have picked it up for $1 too, Tina. So I mean, I can see that's going to be a great piece to try and find somewhere to put it at Christmas time.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That'll be good. That'll be a good one. So thank you, Tina and Dennis, for sending those in to us. We appreciate you guys. And we love that you're part of our show week after week. Yes, a big old bottle brush tree. That would be perfect, Karen. I agree. Yeah. Super cool. All right. All right, you guys. Reminder for invoicing. I'm going to be sending mine out tomorrow. You will see an invoice from me when it will go out. I do have to ship everything out on Tuesday. Planning to go in the afternoon, early afternoon, to get everything out the door before I leave town for several days. Jason's going to do Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. And can I also remind folks that Tina will be doing her jewelry sale next Friday. It'll be this coming Friday, and it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, guys? And I'm going to share a secret with everybody before we go. It's my turn. It's my turn to share a secret with everybody. I think I'm going to officially collect Annalise. I'm just saying.
Really?
I think these are my first two that are going to stay with me. Don't anybody tell Tina, but I think I'm going to secretly keep these and collect Annalise now. So
now, are we talking just bunnies, or are we talking animals, or?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
I don't know. You'll have to make sure you're subscribed to my channel so I can explain. But I think I'm going to officially collect.
Those are pretty amazing rabbits.
Those are big and those are fantastic. And they were given to me by a very special friend. And these two are staying. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear more about that one. So.
Leslie's like lots of surprises tonight. And mine's the lamest of them all. I'm going to collect the Annalise. So, yeah. There you have it, folks.
Okay. There you have it. William, I am going to see Mary. Don't you worry. I'm going. I will see her. I will see her in a couple days. I will see her. Yeah. All right. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And we will see you next Thursday.
Yes.
For our regularly scheduled programming.
Yes.
For fantastic finds. All right. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. Nice. And we will see you on the back end, and go support Tina over on Whatnot on Friday. Please. All right.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Have a good night. Bye.